Shooting games, oh I love them, yes I do. Pick up your weapon, aim and shoot until your dopamine levels skyrocket to new heights. I made that up. Didn't I sound great? Anyways, if I had words to describe this genre, I would say it would be kill or be killed. It would be kill or be killed without mercy. And if you're a Nintendo Switch owner, then I can say you're in for a treat, because Switch's gaming library is loaded with some of the best shooting games known to mankind. From brutally satisfying experiences to intense multiplayer battles, the Nintendo Switch is a goldmine for those who love blood, destruction, and most importantly, fun, because that's important. But as they say, not every donkey can be a dragon. Is that what they really say? I'm not sure. Moving on. But anyways, not every shooting game on the Switch is a masterpiece. I know, but it's true. That's why in today's video, I'll be counting down some of the best Nintendo Switch shooting games of all time. They're gonna make you say, man, this was such a bloody good time. And exactly in that accent too. So without wasting your precious gaming minutes, let's jump right into it and find out which game is worthy of being called the ultimate shooter on the Switch. Now let's start this list with an open world looter shooter franchise that will make you say, holy cannoli macaroni. The Borderlands Legendary Collection is an astoundingly irresistible package that includes not one, not two, but 3 games in one package. Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel! And let me tell you, these games are as addictive as taking a sip from Walter White's Blue Crystals. Woo! If you're like Tuco, whoa, man, that stuff hits. It sure does. With its signature cel-shaded graphics, ridiculous but lovable characters, and endless loot to collect, the Borderlands series offers a unique shooting experience that you won't find anywhere else on the Switch. These games run fantastically in both portable and docked mode, and with over 200 hours of blasting action, this collection is an absolute steal, but sadly might not include the 2019 Borderlands 3 because of its release date, darn it. But one thing's for sure, this trinity of games will give you enough content to keep you entertained for days on end. If you're a newcomer who has never played a Borderlands game before, then consider this your invitation to a wild and wacky world of looting and shooting. Now, if you're an old fan looking to relive the experience of on the go, well then, my friends, this is your time for your golden ticket. Yes, I did theater in high school, don't hate me. Just make sure to grab a Pro controller for maximum comfort, because those tiny Joy-Con sticks won't do justice to these epic games. Next up, we have Overwatch 2. Now, well, I think this is a 22 release, but for some reason, it's like just trash. I mean, like, to play it on your Switch, you need to spend a whopping 25 gigabytes of storage space. And also, it feels like a glorified update rather than an actual sequel. But I will say, even with all its flaws and controversies, Overwatch 2 is still a ton of fun to play. The new maps and heroes add a refreshing twist to the game, and the adrenaline rush you get from its intense 5-on-5 battles is just unmatched. It is like chef's kiss, mwah, delicious. And just like the 2016 release, which is no longer available on Switch, Overwatch 2 delivers a truly immersive and addictive multiplayer experience. Now, what I love most about this game is that it's free to play. It's free. Free! What's better than free? Nothing, because you can just jump in and start playing without having to spend a dime. Not even a penny. Now, the upcoming game I'm going to talk about now is not for everybody, so kids, just, I don't know, go play Mario Kart somewhere, okay? But if you're a mature gamer who enjoys some mindless violence and over-the-top action, then Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition is a must-have for you. This game is a remastered version of the classic 2011 shooter that was released for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. And let me tell you, the Switch version is so good, it's gonna make you question the existence of your other consoles. You're gonna be like, I feel like I'm cheating on the other consoles, but this is so good. Now, while it might not be a brand new game, the Switch version of Bulletstorm brings new life to this underrated gem. It's hilarious and ridiculously gratifying, and the kill shot system is so freaking entertaining. The review scores might not do it justice, but trust me, this is a solid port that will give you hours of non-stop fun, and let's be honest, who doesn't want to join the murder party with Duke Nukem? If killing, shooting, and blowing things up are among your favorite hobbies, and you don't want to break the law, then don't miss out this game. Now, who said shooting games can't have a sense of humor? Journey to the Savage Planet is a prime example of how you can have fun and laugh, I know, shocker, while blasting aliens into oblivion. This experimental sci-fi adventure is a unique experience that will take you on a journey to a vibrant alien planet where your main task is to scan, analyze, and catalog all the alien life forms. Basically, you're Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek and you gotta boldly go where no man has gone before. You gotta figure out flora, fauna, and other interesting objects, but don't worry, it's not all about work. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate working. You're free to explore the colorful and lush environments, kill some pesky aliens, and complete missions to progress in the game. The co-op option is just the cherry on top. You can enjoy this game with your friends and have a bloody good time together. If you're looking for a game that will make you laugh while also pleasing your bloodlust, then just grab your Joy-Cons and jump into the Savage Planet. it. When it comes to Switch's all-time best first-person shooter games, I mean, come on, I think it's fair to say that Doom is a name that tickles the tongue of every gamer. While there are many titles in the Doom franchise like Doom 2016, Doom 3, Doom 64, lots of Doom. But what I like most is Doom Eternal. Now, I'm not saying that the other Doom titles aren't as good. I just found Eternal to be a masterpiece. In my opinion, it's an ultra fusion of previous titles, but with a bit more of a modern touch. The graphics are insanely good, the gameplay is fast-paced and brutal, and the story's a bit harder than the previous one, but it's still very rewarding. And the addition of new features like the meat hook, ice bomb, and flamethrower just adds to the overall enjoyment factor, because what's more fun than having a flamethrower and going and just burning up some bad guys? I mean, come on, it's awesome. You can even play the Doom Eternal Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2, which adds even more content and challenges to the game. In the end, I'd just say it's truly a phenomenal experience that every gamer should try. Now, heading on to the next game, or should I say games on our list, we have BioShock The Collection. If you're a freshly converted Switch gamer who has never had the chance to play these games before, then congratulations! You found an absolute gem in the BioShock series. This collection contains all 3 BioShock games, the original, a sequel, and Infinite, along with their DLCs. Of course, and trust me fellas, they're all worth every single penny. Each of these games is wildly different from the others, but they all share the same brilliantly crafted narratives, impeccable world building, and satisfying shooting mechanics. If you want to experience the remarkable worlds and monumental stories that will leave you questioning reality itself and going whoa, then BioShock The Collection is your perfect destination. Now, oh my lucky stars, I love this game. Metroid Prime Remaster, yes, is one of the most perfectly perfected games, yes I said that word twice, on the Nintendo Switch. Every title that I mentioned earlier is also darn near perfect. This one is like so much better. It's like a master painter decided to put a fresh coat of paint on an already beautiful painting. Risky, I know, but it turned out great. This 2023 remastered version of the classic 2002 game is nothing short of a masterpiece. Aside from its improved graphics, out-of-this-world soundtrack, and nail-biting gameplay, Metroid Prime Remastered also introduces some quality-of-life improvements, like gyroscoping, aiming, and modern controls to make the experience even more enjoyable. You can see, hear, and feel every single detail of this game like never before. When you travel through the diverse biomes of planet Talon 4 and uncover its dark secrets, I promise you will never find a dull moment. It's a pure sci-fi killing adrenaline rush that makes you feel like a true intergalactic bounty hunter. Now, if you're looking for something to quiet the doom itch, then I say close your eyes and get this game. Proteus is an ultra-violent, fast-paced, first-person shooter that combines the best of old-school aesthetics with modern graphics and gameplay. It's a love letter to classic shooters like Doom, Duke Nukem, Quake, and Dark Forces, but with a fresh twist. The graphics are a perfect blend of retro pixel art and modern 3D technology. The explosions and particle effects are top-notch, and the blood and gore are dialed up to 11. And for my part, with my taste, I do not have enough great things to say about this game. The weapons are the kind of that, like, over-the-top and super satisfying kind to use. The enemies are just nasty and challenging, and the level design is both dreamy and imaginative. Plus, the sound design and interactive music makes the experience even more intense. So if you want to smash, shoot, and blow up everything in your path, then Proteus is the game for you. Okay, now this is a game that really answers many questions in life that a man seeks the answer to. Like 1, what is the meaning of life? Why do we exist? And which Crysis game is the best? Now, while I can't answer the first 2, I can definitely give you an answer to the third one. And that's the Crysis Remastered Trilogy. This blast from the past bundle features Crysis, Crysis 2, and Crysis 3. 3 games that will make you wonder how they managed to fit so much awesomeness into a single cartridge. I don't know how they did it. From insanely powerful nanosuits to open-world mayhem, this trilogy has everything a shooting game fan could ever want and more. Each game has aged like fine wine, and with improved graphics and performance on the Switch, this trilogy is like a sweet nostalgia trip to the golden era of shooting games. Now, while I don't know the meaning of life, I will say I do know that the Crysis Remastered Trilogy is the meaning of pure fun. Now, do you also love heart-pumping action, nail-biting suspense, and gripping post-apocalyptic storylines that will keep you on the edge of your seat? Well, I've got the game for you. Metro 2033 Redux. It's a remastered version of the highly acclaimed first-person shooter that was first released in 2010. This shooter horror survival game is set in the aftermath of a catastrophic event that has wiped out most of humanity and left the world in ruins. Sounds a lot like World War III. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It might not happen, I hope. Anyways, the game's narrative follows the story of Artem, who must navigate Moscow's hazardous and dangerous underground metro system to save his home station from a sinister threat. But what I truly love about this game is the elements of suspense and fear that are cleverly woven into the gameplay. The graphics are simply breathtaking, and the attention to detail is truly commendable. You can even play it at 30 frames per second on the Switch, both in handheld and in docked mode. I mean, like, what more could you ask for? Now, the next game I want to talk about is so amazing that it made me literally yell, "Yes, kill those Nazi scumbags!" In that way too, exactly how he said that. It was kind of embarrassing, but it was very satisfying at the time. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a fast-paced and action-packed first-person shooter that will make you feel like a one-man army on a mission to save the world, because you are. Now, while The Youngblood is the latest addition to the franchise, The New Colossus, I believe, is the true star of the show. From its epic storyline to its adrenaline-fueled gameplay, everything about this game screams, "Hitler must die! Hitler must die!" The graphics are mind-blowing and the level design is simply phenomenal. And let's not forget the badass protagonist, BJ Blazkowicz, who has a machine gun for a hand. And need I say more? He's got a machine gun for a hand. Now, if there are some simple words to describe this game, I would say it's bloody, brutal, and brilliant. Now, I might have gotten a little bit emotional with my previous pick, that's okay, but let's bring things back to normal and talk about a game that is not only fun but also visually unique. Void Bastards is a roguelike first-person shooter game that takes place in a comic book-inspired world. But don't ever think that this comic book world is an easy-peasy adventure. It is so freaking tough and challenging that you'll have to use all of your strategic skills and resources to survive. It is so tough and challenging, in this game you will have to take control of a prisoner, well, technically a space pirate, who needs to fight his way through the treacherous Sargasso Nebula, loot enemy ships, and ultimately find a way to escape if your oxygen doesn't run out first. If your oxygen doesn't run out first, dun dun dun, drama. Well, it might not have the best combat mechanics. One thing I can guarantee is that you'll never get bored of its captivating art style, witty writing, and unpredictable gameplay. Now, if we put some minor and honestly insignificant visual and audio issues aside, Immortal Redneck is a complete package of fun, adrenaline-fueled action. This roguelike first-person shooter game has everything you need for a satisfying game experience: well-crafted level design, random maps, and an upgrade system that keeps you hooked. The Egyptian-themed world is so inviting that you won't mind dying over and over and over again in this game, and trust me, you die a lot. But the core gameplay loop is so snappy and entertaining that you don't even feel that frustrated. Plus, there are numerous weapons to find and upgrade, as well as scrolls that grant temporary modifiers to your current run. The 9 unique classes or favors also add a whole new layer of depth and variety to the game. Just make sure to use the motion controls on Switch if you want to truly immerse yourself in this game's frantic gameplay. Now this one, okay, now how do I put this? Warhammer 40k Boltgun. Now that's a game that lives up to its name. It's loud, violent, chaotic, and just plain fun. Now personally, I'm a huge fan of the Warhammer 40k universe, and this 2023 isometric shooter does a great job of capturing the essence of it. From the grim and dark atmosphere to the over-the-top violence, everything about this game screams Warhammer 40k. With its addictive gameplay, challenging difficulty, and satisfying combat mechanics, Boltgun successfully brings back the aesthetics, mechanics, and level design of classic first-person shooters from the 90s. And the heavy metal soundtrack, I'm gonna just say it's out of this world. Now make sure to load up your Boltgun and get ready for a bloody good time in this adrenaline-fueled game. Whether you're not a fan, Boltgun will put you in its war-torn world and keep you hooked until the very end. Now the last game on our list is Warframe, and I bet most of you have already played this game on your PC and PS4, but guess what? The Switch version is equally awesome! While the graphics might have been slightly downgraded, it still looks and runs great on the Switch. Whether you're playing in docked or handheld mode, this third-person shooter game never fails to deliver an amazing experience. Intense, action-packed gameplay and variety of awesome weapons and characters make Warframe a must-play title on the Switch. Plus, it's free to play! Free! So there's no excuse to not try it out. If you haven't played Warframe yet, I would say you're dumb, but that's okay. I love you still, but go check it out, okay? Because your life is definitely lacking some fast-paced sci-fi action. And that's it, guys! There is my list of the lineup of the best Nintendo Switch shooting games of all time. However, this list is by no means exclusive, and there are plenty of other amazing shooting games like on the Switch, like Super Shot, Dusk, Dying Light, Cover Fire, Call of Juarez, Gunslinger, Quake 2, and many more that you could explore. But the games that I've shared with you today are truly the cream of the crop and are guaranteed to provide you with hours of endless fun and excitement. If you think I missed out on any other great shooting games, though I don't know how that's possible, but if I did, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations, and as I always say, if you love what you've seen, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more incredible gaming content from me, Gaming Mindset. Until next time, pick your favorite title from this list, grab your Joy-Cons, and get ready to shoot some baddies in the face. Bye.